house to have recommends in the grocery store.
It's your child. They're wearing an ally badge. And they'll let... It will slowly dawn on you. You are not in with a chance
Hey,
to
dude.
raise a child.
With little earpiecey bits.
In the long-term welfare of your child. They don't suffer if your child...
That always seems excessive to me, although, is it? I don't know. How much do people hate Posey Parker? Yeah, I'll just pull this down.
Puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones. They will never have to be there to support your child through the years of devastation that people experience when the spell breaks and they become a detransitioner. No, they feel like really good people because they're being inclusive. Their boss insists on them being inclusive. Their professional registration depends on them being inclusive. I also want to try to dispel a false belief that exists in our culture, which is that modern gender medicine is so sophisticated as to be able to change the body without side effects, risks, and complications. That is not true. There are massive health risks from these experimental medications and surgeries.
There are indeed.
And finally, I'd like to tell the people
it is the
who are
only
peddling gender
medical
ideology
procedure that
something that I had to tell my
put
kids when
across
they were
the
little.
board as a
It is this.
standard of care,
Just
despite
because
it being
you say something
experimental.
doesn't make it true. Just because you say we're Nazis doesn't make it true.
We don't identify as Nazis, so we aren't Nazis.
Just because you say a man is a woman doesn't make it true. Just because you say that no man will ever take advantage of self-ID laws to prey on women and children doesn't make it true.
No, if you go into my community
Just
thread,
because you
there's
say
a
that children
ridiculous
with gender
article by
dysphoria won't mind
news.com.au where they tried to
growing up to
call
be
a
infertile
trans
and
woman
having serious
she
health problems
over and over, and it just
doesn't
didn't work.
make it
It just
true.
didn't work in the article and the crime they were describing.
You might ask, why are we here standing up to speak against a crowd of people shouting us down? Why do we bother? It is because we are experiencing the burden of a social responsibility that we just can't ignore. We must speak out about the harms we see being done to women and children from gender ideology. That is what is true.
They've never copped any pushback. Real pushback.
They are getting a bit close, aren't they? I really do think, look, if they come here, if the police allow them to come through, maybe if some of the press are not biased, they will actually report on it.
Now, just so
And
you
show
know,
that a group of
the police
predominantly
have let
menopausal
these
middle-aged
activists
women
here in Canberra through at us
really had
before.
enough.
Okay, I'm telling you
were
right
threatened
now,
by a
we
violent
got an
mob,
apology over
and
it.
they were allowed
Took
to be
6 months to get the
intimidated,
apology,
and they were allowed to
but
be
they did. They stood back and
aggressed
watched.
upon. So hopefully that is, if they get too close, everybody in the world will see, and we're outside where they make the bloody decisions in this country. Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, we've got some more.
Since when did
Now, they may try to run through the crowd. This is what they did to us, alright? If they do, it'll be as a mob.
And respecting the the rights of trans adults become mutually exclusive concepts. Since when did it become impossible for an individual to care about all of these things at the same time? I am a woman. I am a bisexual woman. I have fiercely supported LGBTQ rights my entire life.
No, so she probably
I have
calls me up
multiple
over
gay
there
and
too.
lesbian family members whom I adore. I have an adult trans cousin who I love and respect dearly. I am a mother. I have experienced sexual assault at the hands of a man. So what I ask that group behind us is, do I qualify? Do I qualify to have an opinion on this? Do I have a voice?
What is a
How
woman?
dare you say that trans rights are
Do
more
women's voices
important
count
than
when they
mine
can't even tell you what a woman
and
is?
my daughters? than my
You're not allowed
sisters.
to be a woman anymore unless
How
a man
dare
is
you
committing
say
a
that trans rights are
crime.
more
And that's
important
only
than the
if a
protection
male
of our
doesn't
children from
identify
the
as a female
physical,
immediately.
emotional, and psychological harm
We'll
that
have some
can
cultural
come
reason to
from
be
childhood
let off.
transition? Trans rights are human rights? Well, what the fuck are women's rights? This is
Rights,
not
don't
a
they have?
struggle against your oppression. It's a struggle against your reality.
You want to see the... I think they're trying to run through the last of the speakers quickly. Doesn't look any better. They're all Nazis. We're all Nazis. There's Dana still over there. I know she might have come forward a bit. Or she might have left. She might have gone, maybe. Oh no, that's her bag there. I don't know where she is. She's there somewhere.
They still have the balls to say, what the fuck is a female? But of course, women are only here to imitate and fuck on your knees, turn and suck my lady.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, some of the lovely things they say. That's her bag. Where'd she end up? She must be in the crowd there somewhere. I hope she has. Maybe she went to the bathroom or something. Those are definitely her signs though.
Middle-class
Oh, there she is
narcissists
over there.
who may never be homeless or imprisoned or prostituted or told this women's domestic violence shelter includes female identifying males. We hear their words for what they are, their mantras of patriarchy, and we
Chris's friend Dana. She spoke at one of our rallies years and years ago. I thought I owed her at least checking she wasn't in any trouble up
I
here
want us all to
before.
just in our mind's eye imagine this. As a little girl, your boundaries were raised. Maybe it was your uncle, maybe it was your granddad, maybe it was your own father. But it was a man close to you, and he didn't respect your boundaries, and you're traumatized.
Well, it's not just men who disrespect boundaries, but anyway.
Where you can keep away from men, from boys, from ADPs in training, and then when you become an adult and you think maybe your trauma is behind you and you can just get past it, you can't go to a hospital without being asked whether you're a fucking woman. You can't go into a hospital ward where you can just have female-only space.
There's umbrellas everywhere, yellows everywhere.
You can't play sport on the weekend. And that childhood trauma that you thought maybe you'd left behind, when you have to go, as you were reminded, you're being female didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now.
Can you yell a bit louder? I can't hear you. Speak a bit clearer. have to bow down before your identity. And not bowing down before your identity does not make one a trans man. Okay. See, that's the thing. A lot of people think things about kids and stuff, but like she's spoken about female genital mutilation. They were talking about rape and things before. So you know, it's not just about the kids. It's or about education, or about any of that.
There's a man saying, I've never actually had sex. This isn't LA. We come together today to honor our lives. Our mothers, our grandmothers, fought tooth and nail to win us the rights that we enjoy today. It's been a long road, and while we stand on the back of their success, it is our duty to continue that fight.
Pretty sure that's one of the regulars at all the other rallies. I'm just going to step away so I don't upset people. The women's room at ANU actually ended up having a big split up because they allowed trans women in there. This is quite a few years, used to be, oh gosh, when my daughter was tiny, so 15 odd years ago, maybe more. And there was someone who was going in there and they were taking advantage of the fact that because they identified as a woman, they were allowed in the women's space. And this was a space that was coded to keep men out. It was just like a safe room at the uni, because you know they had those sorts of things apparently, which I only know because I was doing some theatre stuff at the time, so I got invited up to the uni a few times and we went and had a coffee down there a couple of times. So there you go, that's how long this argument about female spaces and them being somewhere women are comfortable and safe has been going on for a very long time, and they've pushed it across society. Oh, she's at everything. I'm wondering where the big drag queen is. It's usually with them. Miss First Nations or whatever her name is. Or never. Oh, they're trying to wave like they're nice. Half of them are screaming, trying to smile for the kids as they drive past. And guess what? The kids can tell exactly. Are they waving the other way? Waving to the police. Good on the cops. There are a bunch of cops on the other side. I'm sorry, this is probably really crap footage today. I am not putting any. Normally I put a lot more effort into all of this, as you know. But it's the first one I've done for ages. And really, as I said, apart from less pushing and shoving, well, that's not very creative. They're walking out now, they're just yelling fascist. I think Dana's still chatting in there somewhere because her bag's still over there. yelling individually like you can tell what they're saying. It's just- Must be a fun week. Fun for all the family. See, now they're talking about STIs now. These guys don't even have a clue what people are even talking about. Barely heard them apart from trans rights and human rights. I haven't heard them. Apparently they want to be on camera. Here you go. There you go. I don't know what that's meant to do, but anyway. I don't think they realised I was only looking in their direction because they were behaving like clowns. Oh, here we go. You know, I'm fairly sure I've only ever behaved this poorly when younger and probably intoxicated.
Why do you support men and women's
She's in trouble for...
Right, she's now going to explain some adult man with an erection, an adult erect penis is allowed in a space with my 16-year-old daughter. Let's hear you.
Statistically, your daughter is way
No.
Oh,
Space as
what about the
space as my
Christians? They do.
daughter.
Oh, but what about...
Keep my daughter safe! You're all spreading hate.
I told you I recognised that girl, didn't I? Told you I recognised.
Penises you defend. What do you think we're down for now? I don't think it's fair that someone's censoring dick. I will not allow her to lie repeatedly and diminish the rights of my daughter.
It should be the most serious process.
How can you start a whole thing talking about violence against women and then start talking about men? I don't give a shit if they're misgendered, so-called misgendered, every second of every day. I don't care if that makes them cry. I don't care if that makes them threaten abusive tactics, like injury to themselves. I don't care. We all know the most dangerous time for women in an abusive relationship is when a man leaves, and he often tells them he's going to commit suicide if he doesn't take another fucking beating. I can't believe someone dares to do that. Talk about female violence, and then tell the men to do it.
That was some of the best years of my life.
Yeah, and if you read all their own longitude studies, it is hitting that puberty and getting those things.
I attended the Let Women Speak event in Melbourne.
I
was yelled at and abused, mostly by men, and I felt scared of those in black, but the media is saying that you had nothing to do with what I and what others were saying. The media reporting of the event has been experienced as just another form of abuse.
And we all married ourselves at some point.
No one has reported about,
We've got dated
no
one
one
or two
has
probably.
reported on what the women speaking actually spoke about. I spoke about healthcare.
Oh, she's going to pose. I keep missing the very few bits that would be exciting at a Canberra rally. If you missed it, I did thank Malcolm in the first half of the stream for his work over the past few years in other areas.
Why did they let them through?
That's the question.
This is an opportunity for politicians to stop turning their backs on women.
Yes.
This is an opportunity for the media to report on what women are actually
she's saying regarding the intersection of sex and gender identity in life and in law. Thank you.
I wish I could have connected with some of these women when we were doing the Safe School stuff a few years ago. It was such an uphill
Set
battle.
of women who were animal rights activists and regular
I shouldn't call it Safe
police
Schools.
officers
It's actually Comprehensive Sexuality Education and Gender Theory.
had families with
Comprehensive
them,
sexuality
all
education
to
is
spy on
not
them.
sex education.
So I really don't doubt
And gender theory is
what
not
really
fact.
nefarious, malintent, very powerful people can and will do to
Is there
women
somebody- oh
who
dear.
speak up for our rights.
Oh dear, I think she just showed them
Really
boobs.
got an amazing t-shirt.
Oh,
Over there, it would be really good for you to listen what goes on.
no, listen.
There are mothers who embrace the trans ideology,
I
and
don't know
there
how
are
this is
some
even, it
mothers
looks like it's
who
working.
fight against it tooth
My
and nail.
phone's saturated.
I'm here tonight.
It's kind of funny. There's actually like a little group of trans hanging on one end, almost like they're separate to the rest of them.
There are mothers who refuse to deny their own reality. They're told that the daughter they birthed and loved dearly is now matching their son, or that their natural son is now a daughter. There are women who use science,
Tomboys are not boys. Save the tomboys. Save the tomboys. Who's she talking to? Posey? I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if the cops let them run through. And I know there's a female cop from local who watches my stuff occasionally because she knew I was still following this sort of thing a year ago. So I'm telling you now, it's not right that you let them do it. And we know you're letting them. You've got no line ready. This is exactly what you did. This is exactly what you did at our rally. I'm a little concerned. We did a rally against these guys, and the cops stood back like this and just like ran through. They ganged the stage, like terrified of the parents. So I hope that won't happen today. I've just been yelling at my screen, saying, I know you've done it before. And they haven't exactly got a line ready. Yeah, Graham, watching you. There's a few old ladies here, by the way, if this does happen. Make that very clear. Yeah, see, I knew that. I thought I recognised the little red bearded guy that's. They've only brought the one or two union flags today. Usually they'll have half a dozen different union flags represented. Might need a microphone. I think they think we can hear them. If someone wants to clip that music, feel free. Or an FYI, the cops let them separate me from my camera at the last climb that one I was at too. It was actually the freedom cookers who helped me then. That's Dana's signs there. Where's she? She must be... Oh, is it going to come up here? I know some of them would recognise me because I was just so good. The only
When I
person
was
who's only
younger,
friggin' stood up.
I would probably have been over there. I would have been one of the people yelling and shouting.
Yep.
I was such a weird kid. I was a misfit. My first crush was on my female best friend, and I just felt like I was completely alone. I used to have a fantasy that everyone else in the world would disappear and it would just be the two of us left. And that was the only way that I could imagine actually being in a relationship with a woman. I felt so weird. I had no friends.
Props to Malcolm.
There wasn't any internet back then, but if there was, I know that I would have stumbled across this ideology. I would have found an ideology that gave me an answer for why I felt so weird, so alone. I would have felt a sense of togetherness, and I would have just grabbed onto it as hard as I could. Because that was not there. I grew up and I worked out how to heal myself. I worked out two things about how to heal myself. I worked out how to feel my body from the inside rather than worrying about how it looked and what other people thought about me. And then I worked out how to have relationships of integrity with other people. And the thing that is the tragedy is that people of responsibility, people in authority, are so fucking cowardly that they are not able to leave a clear path for these kids to work out those lessons. How can you have relationships of integrity with other people if you're expecting them to see you as something that you are not? How can you work out how to love your body exactly the way it is and love yourself exactly the way it is if you are being sold that you need drugs and surgery just to be okay? It's so sad.
Now, I don't know wherever Dana's gone, I would have asked about it, but I can't see her now. One of the things she said that actually got me to talk to her. How you going? Oh, sorry, I was just talking to that got me to talk to her in the first place was she knew that she had those things going on because she was raised the right gender. Not a penguin or an it or a they or a purple polka dotted unicorn. Anyone who's followed my stuff knows I believe it's a genuine thing. I also don't think this identity bullshit helps anyone, including people who do actually have issues with their personal body identity. That shit's just packed up, like I said. How'd you go? I was literally just saying that the reason I was just looking for you.
Oh, cheers.
The reason that you came and spoke at one of my rallies and I spoke to you in the first place was some speech you gave when you were still living.
Oh, yeah,
You said that you knew because there was a separation between boy and girl. Well, I used a few more words than that.
Of course. We got some effort.
So, yeah. I don't need to repeat it. People listen to me babble enough as it is. I've heard all of that before.
Yep.
I've heard all of that before.
It's a very 2018, 19?
18, yeah. Yeah, definitely 2017, 18. Yeah, I did my first little protest, not the one you were at, a different one in 2016 about the gender theory stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember this, yeah. Let's see if there's any improvement.
No, as I said, it's your fault. My daughter's such a wacky taste in everything. You'd like it, I'm sure. She'll eat anything. She's always wanting to go back to more clothes.
Have you guys gone back since?
I've gone back to that one with some other friends.
Good move. Good taste. So I'm going to start filming.
Actually, I'm bored. Yeah, go for it. I'll stay out of the road. Mine's not a serious one today. I think these people are just checking it out. So they're getting... We've got a couple of them. Still, this is, I'm telling you, this is exactly what... My phone upside down or something, I think. Who remembers signing petitions in school so that girls in third world countries could have their own bathrooms? You know, when you're young and idealistic. You know they're going to. They're after their photo shoot. You watch. They're gonna get their shots. We've got the mainstream media guys just down there, ready to go. Got the Canberra Times one over there. Another one. So I don't... Where else do you stand? So ladylike. Women don't behave like that. I mean, they do when they're drunk and stuff.
They're hinges.
Oh, apparently.
This long-running woman problem. From where we are standing, the woman has become a bipartisan, a tripartisan political affliction.
It's not that Labor and most of the Greens won't tell you what a woman is.
To the politicians
So
who would prefer the negative consequences of self-ID laws would simply go away. Hear this. Even with the noise of a baying cancel culture mob shouting slogans at our faces, we women hear your political silence.
yeah, the slogans are recycled just like their signs.
Any other women? Cool t-shirt, let me just say.
I'm not a vet, but I know what a fucking dog is.
Thank you, all of you, for braving today. I'm here because of what I saw happen in Hobart. Women openly attacked. Women openly abused with state sanctioning.
And they have it here too. They have the ACT
We have
territory
spent
government's backing.
millions of dollars in this country educating women and men about what domestic violence is. This week, the media and the people who sit in these houses have openly gaslit, vilified, practiced Darbo on women who refuse to
Again, police have no line.
in their faces.
Absolutely, no, there's nothing they could do to stop things if things started to pop now. Absolutely nothing. In fact, I think
enough to be here today, and some of you have gone because it is getting really scary now. They are winding
they have less cops here than they have for a handful of cookers.
sisters, we have the right to say no to this.
Hey, like feral animals, aren't they? I think people can hear them. No one can hear a thing that they're saying on their megaphone. They're yelling things out. They're laughing in their little group. I didn't know Paisley Park was anti-abortion. I knew she was anti lots of other things.
In Australia, who are our young people, are insignificant. I tell everybody, I come from a very long line of very strong Australian women. My great-grandmother was a suffragette. My mother dragged me down George Street.
My family has no history like that. They've just been land workers, not even owners. Hey, if the lady who has that sign could get hold of me and give it back one day, that'd be great. Hey. I'm not part of either group, thank you very much. Trying to get me ejected. What else can you do? I knew a few of them would recognise me. They don't like how I use my footage. Because I'm a live streamer. There's issues on both. I am not with either side. I stream. You've seen me stream the cookers. You've seen me stream the climate guys.
This side, but they're pretty worked out. They're pretty worked out.
Do you want me to go up that way?
If you could stand in the middle or go that
I'm being
side.
kicked out of this side, sorry.
It's just your presence here is aggravating.
I know what they're like. Yeah, exactly, so be careful. Wow. I'm not allowed to stand over there.
Reasonable, I'd be standing with you.
Do you know what? I said, be up here for call them the climate guys, the Labor guys, the employment guys. Left, right, everything is. Yeah, but you're triggering them. I'm triggering them. I'm upsetting them.
Because you're a woman.
Probably, yeah. I'm the woman who shows everything. I don't clip it. I show the whole thing.
But that guy can stand there and scream at me, show us your pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And the cookers have arrived. These are the freedom people. Now we've got chaos. The cookers have arrived. So yeah, as people know, I didn't come up here to stand with them. I do agree with a lot they have to say, but not everything. That's been made pretty clear. My purpose for coming here was to make sure Dana was okay.
Policeman just suggested that we are drifting towards them.
Stop me saying that.
The area,
Yes.
the area we are covering has
I
decreased.
came here originally and spoke to Dana. Yes. She helped with our school protest years ago, right? Yep. Yeah, which is why I keep wandering over there. They've
Unbelievable. He's telling
and the
us,
cop tells me I'm triggering them.
that copper just told me that they are maintaining the line. They have come forward.
I'll join them on this line. The cops have told me I have to join this line. Apparently I have no choice. Who do you think's doing the intimidation? Like, the cops are literally trying to pretend there's like 20 people are intimidating that crowd. Fuck off.
But on this issue you do. And you cannot be distracted by the press making up stories or by the lies of politicians.
Well, that's why I'm up here.
Then I promise we will win. If you keep the sense of focus in your head,
Now, I actually have footage of that gap.
we will not allow men to take our rights.
So I can tell you right now, that gap has not gotten smaller on this side. It has gotten smaller.
Thank you very much to the women who organised this under immense pressure and really some excruciating pressure from the AFP trying to make them cancel. But we invite you, and it's your rights completely stolen
Aggravation
from you.
and intimidation
So I beg of
and
you, be
attacks
courageous
because
and be
of
inspired.
General Vicinity Association are beyond a joke. Now, I don't know what the crowds were like. The other one here, no dramas at all with these guys. A couple of them looked at me a bit funny. I was right about that girl, though. I was right about that girl with that earring. She was from the other side. And she's in there with the leaders now. Grant, I'm really disgusted. Absolutely disgusted with the cops, giggling along with them.
But you know, of course you're going to lose in Canberra. It's full of corrupt politicians.
And you know what? She's right. People are scared to come to these things in Canberra.
Yeah.
Even if you hide it away in a hall with personal invites,
but people-
they still turn
But
it.
the amount of people who work in government who would lose their jobs if they can.
Yep, yep. And yet the ACT public service
Yeah.
rules on all this stuff is a joke.
Half these are bust in
It's
from...
discriminatory. It is discriminatory.
Oh look, I would be really proud as a man if I frightened women. I would be so proud, you know? Look how many men there are over there. 90% of that is men.
Yeah. Men who are wanting to pick up the desperate young woman.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they do it.
Yeah, and there's...
Anything you really ideological and you're never going to do this and you'll always do that.
Maybe 10 years from now, something's going to come up. And they're going to say to
They think the same things, but it'll be
they'll say
Billy
to the
Graham.
guards, no, actually, we don't agree with that. And those men, they are supporting, will turn on them.
Billy Bragg said one wrong thing on Twitter and they turned on him.
and that's all it
You
takes.
know, they're like they're a pack of piranhas and they eat themselves. They're like snakes eating their own tails, you know?
Comply or
They're just insane. It's just so annoying that we won all the rights that we did win to find out that Gillard had stolen them and these lot are taking them away.
limiting language and speech. Yeah, I'll be making. I'm tempted to make a report. I think he knows I'm tempted to make a report.
Well, I'm going to complain about the AFP commander because I said to him, I was asked by the stewards, they were saying they were frightened. So I went over and said, there are women frightened, you were letting them in close. And he said, the women can always leave. How's that?
Cops made me move because I'm upsetting them? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I haven't even said anything.
If someone, you know, if they say I'm misgendering them and they're hurt or frightened, I'll get punished. But when people are genuinely frightened for their safety, and the police are just standing there laughing and giggling to say,
Exactly,
oh, well,
and that's it, laughing and giggling.
we're paying their wages. Our taxes pay for
I reckon and the cops should be, if any of them are making physical threats over there, the cops should be giving them a go. At least
when
it's a
did
scare, you know?
let you thought?
Well, that's all it takes normally is to indicate you might hurt someone.
Oh look, if I suddenly start towering over you, I'd get arrested.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? With them, untouchable.
Alright guys, I might switch this one off. I might restart it again. Probably isn't much I can use today anyway, but at least we kept an eye on things.
Yeah. They're so vulnerable, aren't they?
Yeah.